Hi everyone, it's Sierra, and today I'm going to be showing you my glam makeup routine. Let's get started. What I like to do before I put any makeup on my face is wet my sponges and wash my face. So after I wash my face, now I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's actually a really good primer, and if you're looking for an inexpensive primer, I definitely recommend. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting some on my hand and rubbing it on my face. Okay, so for my foundation, I use My Best Light by Almay, and I mix it with BB Cream by Maybelline. Okay, so most people blend their foundation on the back of their hand, but what I do is I just blend it on the back of anything I can find that I don't use anymore. So I blend the two products together, and now I'm gonna put it on my face. Once my foundation's laid out, I'm gonna take the back of my beauty blender, and I'm just going to take the excess product and blend it into my skin. After foundation, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to put it under my eyes. So I like to put it under my eyes and everywhere else too. And now I'm going to mix this concealer with it. It's by CoverGirl. Once I have both concealers laid out on my face, I'm going to blend it in with the sponge. Now that my concealer is blended, I'm going to be using the Almay Clear Complexion Powder and this on my face. Now that my base is done, I'm going to be using the NYX eyebrow pencil and fill in my brows. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is, it's my mirror, and it has like light settings on it. So yeah, that's what this is. So now that my eyebrows are filled in, I'm gonna conceal them up with my concealer. So I'm just gonna take a brush and go under, and so my eyebrows might look really bad right now, but they'll look better after I'm done filling in my brows and concealing it. I'm gonna be using the Anastasia brow gel, and I'm just gonna lay it over. To bronze my face, I'm gonna be using the Tarte's Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Chisel to bronze my face. After I bronze my face, I'm going to be contouring my nose with the Hoola Benefit. After I contoured my nose, I'm going to be blending it with the Real Techniques brush. And if you're wondering the brushes I'm using, these two brushes are from Real Techniques. This one's from Morphe, and this one I got off Amazon, these like mermaid ones. Now I'm going to take my Almay powder and use the sponge that came with it, and I'm gonna bake. So baking is like that. I'm gonna let that sit there for like 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna be using blush. I'm using it out of the Ulta Beauty Peach Paw palette, and it has a lot of different shades. So these are like bronzer colors. These are like the blush colors. So I'm gonna be using these two and mixing them. So this is how I apply it. And once again, this brush is from Real Techniques. After I put on the blush, I like to put some on the nose. So I'm taking those two shades again and just lightly putting it on the nose. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Bubblegum out of the palette and just taking a little bit of it and putting it on my nose, because it's actually kind of a blushy highlighty shade. And yeah. Now that my face makeup's almost done, I'm going to be taking all my powder again and just lightly dusting it all over my face just to seal in all the product. And I didn't put on highlight, but I put that on at the very end, so it's when you'll see that. Done with the face makeup, I'm using some rose water spray. I'm giving my face a spritz and using the fan to help lock the product. So now for eyeshadow, I'm using this Morphe palette called Night Master. Taking the Morphe M433 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Custom and just put this all over the lid. And I'm going to this nudes CoverGirl palette. I'm using this shade right here. It's like this white one, and I'm putting it in the inner corner just to start off the look. So the eyeshadow look I'm going to be doing is a sunset, and I'm going to be using the Crystal Ice Essence palette and taking the shades Froze and Sorbet right here, and I'm going to mix them together to make like a dark pink and put that in the crease. So now after taking those two colors I put in the crease, I'm going to take the same colors and I'm just going to put it like on the outer half of the crease, so like right here. Now I'm going to cut the crease with the Shape Tape concealer, and I'm only going to cut the inner half of the crease, so I'm going to start here, but I'm not going to like cut the whole lid, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to take the same pink that's left over on my brush and blend out the edges of the half cut crease. Taking the same brush I used in the beginning for the powders, I'm going to use this white chocolate powder from Too Faced from the chocolate bar, and I'm just going to set the concealer with it. Now I'm going to be using a white shade to brighten up the inner corner. I'm taking this like Wet n Wild thing, and I'm using the Morphe M167 to do that with. So all I'm doing is brightening the inner corner with it, like so. After I do that, I'm going to take a yellow shade from the same Crystal Ice Essence palette, and the shade I'm going to use is Lemon Ice. And I'm going to pack it on top of the inner corner. Okay guys, so after the yellow's done, I'm going to take an orange shade from the Morphe Nightmaster palette. I'm taking the shades Selfie and Shook to make like a burnt orange color with my Morphe M330. And I'm gonna put this like in the inner, like this part. So now I'm going to take the M574 Morphe brush, and I'm gonna go in the shade Cliche, this purpley color, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner. Okay, so now my eyeshadow's done. I'm gonna be taking this Revlon eyeliner, and I'm just gonna make a simple base. So after eyeliner, I'm gonna take the tape off. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, apply mascara. Okay, now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Primer, and I'm gonna put that on first. After I put on the primer, I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic. Now that I did my mascara, I'm gonna put on my lashes. They're the Ardell Glamour. Okay, so now I'm gonna take like this waterline brush and use this like same Wet n Wild white eyeliner, and I'm gonna put it in my waterline. So for the bottom lash line, I use Cliche and the two pink shades from this palette. Okay, so now that we're finally done with the eyes, I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, and I'm using the shade Marshmallow and Gumdrop. So I'm applying my highlight with a Real Techniques brush. I do it like this, and I'm also going under the brow as well. So I'm taking Marshmallow and Gumdrop, mixing them on my finger, and I'm doing nose highlight. So go down the center like that, and blending it out. Okay, lastly for lips, I'm going to be using the Infallible L'Oreal liquid lipsticks. I'm going to be using this Baby Lips color and putting that on my lipstick. Now that my makeup is finished, finally I'm going to be using the Morphe setting spray. And getting it. Now to the final look. Okay guys, this is the final look.